Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Okay, listen, last night, oh my god. Now this is the 7 Deadly Sins chapter review, but before I get into that, I need to state this now. That freaking Wizard Barristers episode was like, holy shit. I'm not gonna spoil, but just, like, right now it's Wizard Barristers and it's Noragami for, like, the best anime of the season for the winter. It's between those two. For real. No joke. No joke. Also, I just want to mention, I took a look at Zoro Fanboy 124's Let's Play of South Park. The Stick of Truth. You know what? Possibly getting that game. It's a possibility. It's for the PS3. I'm going to possibly get it. Probably will get it this coming month. This month. Possibly. Have to wait and see, though. But looking by it, yeah, I could see myself getting it. I really can see myself buying it. So, look forward for thing down the road this month of that. Okay. 7 Deadly Sins. Oh, this chapter. Just like Maggie, 7 Deadly Sins has been massive. Just massive. 5 out of 5 for this chapter. No joking around. This one was called Overwhelming Difference in Power. Now, there are different things in this chapter that happened. We had, Dreyfus. I don't care. Dreyfus, Gilthunder, sheep. Sheep. They shall forever be known as a sheep until they find out the truth. So, but surprisingly enough, I found it weird. We didn't really get much of them in this chapter. It was kind of weird. I guess they decided not to go that route. Suzuki Nakaba decided not to go that route in this chapter. To go full on in that fight. Because all we get in this chapter of Dreyfus, one side, Dreyfus, Hellbram, Gilthunder, and Jericho against Hauser and Gira, is we just get this one attack that Gira and Hauser do with it's a combined attack. That's all we get from their side. But briefly, it's like Dreyfus is saying, you're going to put your sword to me. Saying you want to protect a wanted kingdom, and so on and so forth. And, Jericho's like, come on, what kind of stupid joke is this? And that's when she brings up Gira to, and because, Hellbram, he mentions, Giri Pie, I thought you wanted to know the truth behind your dead father's disappearance. And she's like, somehow I already know the answer. If she hadn't protected him, my brother would have been dead by your hands. And he's like, gotcha, it seems to run in the family. At that moment, I'm like, fuck you. No, fuck you, Hellbram. Yeah. Fuck you, Hellbram. I hope you, Dreyfus, Gilthunder, and Hedrickson get bamboo sticks that are smothered in shit shoved in your sides. Yeah, that way you'll get infected and it'll fester, and because that's what they deserve. Well, especially Hedrickson and Hellbram, those two, because they know what's going on. They know what's going on. Yet, they're scum, pure and simple. What really pissed me off, but I have to say, not in this part, but later on, we get another fight with a certain member, or a certain holy knight. But he ain't playing by the rules. You'll see. And, he's pretty much saying that, and that, Dreyfus is like, our duty is to convict evil. I'm like, fuck you, Dreyfus. Listen, man. You know Hendrickson's up to no good, yet you're a sheep. I'm listening to the ramblings of a slaughter animal. That's right. Go into the slaughter and become lamb chops. Bah! That's the way I see it. He's saying that he was going to allow them to come back, also Dreyfus, but they're not, no. No, he's like, wretched fools. I'm like, fuck you. Come on. And, you know, we see a little talk from Gira and Hauser and saying, she asking him, what do you believe our chances of victory are given the dire situation? And he's like saying basically that our opponents are Holy Knight, a Cardinal, and a Diamond ranked Holy Knight. Our chances of victory are 0. And he just goes like, did you really think I'd give up like that? Boom! Rising tornado. So Hauser's not pulling any punches. He makes this tornado a highly condensed twister of it to its limits. And Dreyfus is trying to mouth off saying, oh, you really think this is going to work? You're just buying time. And he's like saying that's more than enough. And then he asking Gira to use her power, and she uses it. And then Jericho's like, stop it, Gira, we're comrades. And she's like, forgive me, Gira. Forgive me, Jericho. This is the path I've chosen. Shot bomb. Combined technique. Yo, this was ridiculous. I don't know what I like more. Gil Thunder with Hauser's technique, that's interesting. But this was explosions inside of a tornado. That is insane. Like, because you gotta remember, they're in a freaking tornado, and they're constricted. Their movements are constricted. So they can't dodge it at all. I mean, the same thing could be said about the lightning, but these are explosions, yo. Like, damn. So they pretty much do that. And we have, like, a scene with, you know, them screaming, give it all you got, nothing left. And Gira's, like, screaming. And it was like, don't want to die. And everybody's leaving, and we see Gowther. And then we see these two stupid idiot, the Holy Knights, showing up. One of them, I believe to be a boy, but I'm not sure. And he's like calling out to him, "You're the lust of Gowther." And he's like Gowther's basically thinking, "Oh, to able to locate me without recognizing my face, I think he says you must a location power, so on and so forth." And this other guy coming in, and he's saying that, "Oh, your power is long range type. If we close in and surround him, we have nothing to fear." And he's like a discriminate power, Gowther. And then we see another guy show up, another Holy Knight. And this son of a bitch is running down civilians. I'm like, so you don't care if you, like, kill and hurt the civilians of the kingdom. Right. Okay. Well, then that ceases to be a kingdom, my friend. Then you cease to be a Holy Knight. You're not Holy Knights anymore. That's my conviction. That's the way I look at it. Hendrickson is not a Holy Knight. Dreyfus is not a Holy Knight. Halbram's not a Holy Knight. Jericho's not a Holy Knight. And Gil Thunder aren't Holy Knights. You know what they are? They are Satan's messengers. Thank you. That's what they are. You're not holy. You're demonic. You're a demonic knight. Thank you. Because when you cease to protect the kingdom and its civilians, you cease to be a Holy Knight. That's the way I look at it. So he's running down these guys, and he's like, bad children need to be punished. You know, he's pretty much blowing down. And they even say to Gowther that we have a direct order from the Great Holy Knight. Pay no mind to the citizens of the kingdom if they get in the way of hunting the sins. I'm like, you don't give a fuck. You don't care. All you care about is fighting this stupid, idiotic demon clan, having this war. That's all you care about. If the kingdom burned to the ground, yes, I'm going to say it right now. If Leona, the kingdom, I believe that's the name, burned to the ground, Hendrickson wouldn't give a flying. As long as he can have a war, he doesn't care. The kingdom burned to the ground, Hendrickson. Oh, it's okay. Or we got a demon clan brewing up in here, and we're gonna fight them. What? The kingdom is gone. The civilians are being killed. And you don't give a crap? Like I said, they cease to remain holy knights. So anyway, he's basically saying that, and he's commencing the punishment. And we see this guy within the crowd. And I'm like, who's this guy? Next page. Holy shit, out of nowhere. A sword comes out. You know what it was? It's Thredder from, I forgot the name of the group. Dawn Roar. Holy shit, that was... Came out of nowhere. He just came in, knocked this mother out in the freaking air. Everyone's running. And it's like, and they're like, Kaide and stuff, and it's like, hey, you're interfering with Holy Knights' order. And he's like, I received no orders, but to begin with, the Great Holy Knight represents the king. We should not be giving an order to disregarded citizens. And he's Thredder is awesome. He's got that kind of like, he's kind of a pretty boy, yeah, but he's got a kind of the rock star hair. Black hair, really long. And then he's like, makeup, and he just puts on his mask. I was like, yeah, this guy's awesome. I was loving this shit. Especially since we have all these douches, all these lambs or sheep that are just following these orders that are bullshit. It's good to see this guy saying, I'm going in, I'm taking out these bastards because you don't have a shred of honor and pride as a holy knight. So he pretty much just jumps up and he puts up his makeup. He's got the freaking mask. It's awesome. And he's like, you ruined my day off. It's like Threader of the Dawn Roar. And he just, no, holy shit. Just rips them to pieces. And he's like, but I've been itching to fight you for a long time. Hello. And then he just goes. So it looks like he's going to fight Gowther. Yo, that's going to be awesome. And Gowther, what happens is Gowther brings out, because Gowther's weapon was an arch, was a bow, the bows and arrows. But I guess he can equip it as like a sword or knife, because he was able to do that to defend against, it was more like two weapons that he used from his wrists. And he says hello, and he says hello. And it says, dangerous reunion, a new spark shakes the kingdom. And it says on the side that Hauser and Gira are in a desperate situation. Desperate battle. Will Gowther reach the front lines in time? And it says for the next chapter, 69, there's a first time for everyone. Yo, that was awesome. Another awesome chapter by Seven Deadly Sins. 5 out of 5. Yeah, that was crazy. I'm not pulling any punches with these Holy Knights. I really am not. Anyone who, listen, you're a Holy Knight. Now, your job is to protect the kingdom. Now, what does it say if you're deliberately running over people who are part of the kingdom, the citizens? You are not a Holy Knight anymore, correct? Because you're killing people who are part of the kingdom. If the people aren't in the kingdom, then doesn't it cease to be a kingdom? So, I mean, it was just bullshit. It's just bullshit. Hendrickson, he doesn't care. He doesn't give up. He doesn't care about the kingdom. All he cares about is fighting demonic demons. So, okay, you can have your demonic demons. By the way, Yeah, King Arthur says he's gonna take his sword and shove it in your chest cavity and just rip you in half. That's the way I see it. So this broods that things are getting really chaotic here. I wouldn't be too surprised if King Arthur joins Seven Deadly Sins in their pursuit. Because, I mean, their whole purpose being there is just to, you know, save Elizabeth. But, you know, I hope he joins them. And I'm not joins the Seven Deadly Sins, but just join forces with them and just take out these bastards. Someone needs to, like, just take a rock and throw it at Dreyfus, throw it in Gowther, and says, "Excuse me, can you stop acting like a sheep and actually have a brain for once?" But, yeah, at least that's where I see it. Like I said, good chapter. We'll see what happens next week. Should be interesting to see Gowther and, yo, even though Threader is part of Dylan Roar, awesome guy. He's the kind of villain, or bad guy, no matter how you look at it, that you look at and you say, yeah, awesome. I like him. Props. So, yeah, good chapter. We'll see what happens next week. It should be interesting. Would like to see them go back to Hauser and Gira, seeing how that fight is going about. But it's probably going to be a back and forth kind of thing. We might get back to that or back to this, and then, you know, vice versa. Also, I'd like to know, like, hopefully soon we get Elizabeth and that person that brought Elizabeth there, that whole bit. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm Bonkai922. I will see you guys later. There will be a live stream. Haven't decided what I'm gonna do. Haven't decided. It could be rather two things. One, it's gonna be Toriko, or two, I'll do something else. I might actually want to talk about, I might actually just talk about the two animes that I just watched yesterday that really just flipped me off. You know, I was shocked. So, yeah, look forward to it. I'm Bonkai922. It'll probably be 11 p.m. I'll see you guys later. Peace.